Right, so that's all the turning done, and it seems a shame to sand this surface. It's so nice straight off the tool, but we're here to show you how to sand too. So get in with a bit of 180 grit, which is the yellow. This is cloth backed, so it needs to be folded with the warp, folded in 3, and that way it won't scud around, and you've got the smooth to the rough surface. Much better use of the paper. So I didn't think it would take much, so that's good. I'll just do it in reverse as well. If you have a reverse, might as well make use of it. And I'm not going to sand the bead because it's nice and crisply cut anyway. If I sand it, it's just going to get scratched. So that was the 180, the yellow. Now I need some blue, which is the 240 grit. Fold it with the warp, with the numbers. And in reverse. So that's the sanding done, and now time for waxing, which is pretty fast and furious with beeswax. If you're waxing with beeswax, all you need to do is to hold the wax against the spinning wood to build up a sticky layer. Then you wipe that in with a cloth, and then take off the surplus with a clean rag. Just need to get my nail into the corner either side of the bead. It's fine. So that's the waxing done, and now I just need to flip it round into the shark jaws for hollowing. And just tighten it as you might a tap, just enough to turn off the water. You don't need to wind it right in and split the foot off. So we're doing the roughing out with a 1/2 inch bowl gouge. It starts right on its side. My thumb against the side of the tool, not on top. Gravity will keep the tool on the rest. My fingers support the back of the cut on the outside of the bowl, as my thumb on the left hand just eases the tool in. Then I transfer to a heavy scraper. These are slightly bigger than I would use normally. I want a scraper with a radius only slightly tighter than the curve I'm trying to cut. It's not easier doing this with a tighter round nose. Right, so that looks pretty good. So that just needs sanding now and polishing, and that's it. Just make sure you touch the rims so they're not too sharp. And this rag is full of wax, so I might not even need the lump of wax. And always make sure you don't wrap the rag around your fingers. You don't want the other end trapped in the chuck jaws or anything like that. You could lose a finger. So that looks pretty good. That feels pretty nice. Maybe shade thick down in there, but nice little bowl that would outlast all of us. But I think I might just cut it in half on the bandsaw, and we'll see how good it is. So that's actually pretty good, and it does seem a pity now to have cut it in half, but anyway, you learn a lot more cutting good bowls in half as well as bad. What I'm looking for is a slight slimming out in the centre half part of the wall, so I get a better balance between the base and the top. But I'm also after a nice smooth curve around here, and that just flows really nicely.